Okay, the stream started. Perfect.
Yay.
Wait, I named it correctly, right? And I mess up? Alright. If I can just keep myself from doing anything stupid, maybe I'll find out what's been eating her recently. I have a few educated guesses, but nothing concrete, and certainly nothing that I'm going to say it to her. I'd much prefer to have her tell me herself. Emmy's waiting for me as promised, looking a little haggard, out of otherwise bright and cheerful, much more so than the previous day this week.
Hisao, you're late.
Joined.
Hey, Greg. I wave my hand dismissively. Nonsense, you're just early. Emmy grins back and feels like we finally back to where it should be. Hello, Granny.
Okay, this is distracting me at this point.
It's just really not distracting. Nothing is distracting. What do you mean?
I saw it already and it was distracting me too.
It was extremely great.
My eye just kept looking towards him like, oh god.
Mm-hmm. Okay, back. What was I reading? That's how bad it's distracted me.
How you doing there, Discord? I feel like you're dying.
Mm-hmm. Emmy grins back and feels like we're finally back to where we should be. With this one another. Except Emmy, not me, wants to take another step forward, although a part of me worries, and she'll back out at the last second.
Hurry up
Joined.
and stretch us out. I don't want to
Joined.
miss the bus.
Oh god, that's a lot of Periscope
Joined.
viewers. Oh yes.
Ooh.
We've had like we have 7 Periscope viewers. Welcome.
Hello.
In the bus.
They're forcing me
Joined.
to do this. Save me.
Yeah, we have her captured and we're tying her down and forcing her because I'm never doing it again. Until we get to...
But I can't get away. I mean,
Hey,
I'm
would
not complaining much, but okay.
Would you like to voice Shizune, Hanako, and Lily?
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm good. Yeah, the bus. I want to show you something and I don't want to be late.
Oh, okay. I don't have to grin too widely. I'm happy beyond words that Emmy wants me to hang out after the run and all, but I promise her showing something has me even more intrigued. Is this what she has to think about? I wonder just what she's planning to do. I quickly go through the warm-up routine while Emmy bounces impatiently on one foot. To the other, she does seem to want to get moving as soon as possible. The run is over so quickly I could barely believe that I haven't fallen over dead afterwards. Emmy sets a blistering pace and I am foolishly kept up with her. Well, until the last few laps I had to slow down just in case, but I don't mind, and Emmy's waiting patiently for me when I finish, as patiently as she can anyways.
Finished? Good. Come on.
Grabbing my arm, she practically rushes me down to the nurse's office. You seem to be in a hurry, Emmy. Trying to catch the early bus?
Yeah, I told Mom might be back for lunch.
Well, I take care of you first then.
But Hisao's gotta come with me too.
Why is my music so loud now?
I'm sorry, I'm magical.
Yes, it just randomly gets like really loud. Yeah, let's increase your volume.
Ow, my ankle.
There you go. The nurse raises a single eyebrow at the statement and peers at the two of us searchingly. Really? Today, huh? Emmy's response is a nod, followed by a surprising shy grin. Well then, we'll make this quick. Emmy enters the nurse's office and I patiently wait outside for her to be finished, wondering why the nurse seems to be surprised at Emmy's declaration. I feel like I'm missing out on some joke or significance of today, beyond the fact that it's clearly significant in some way, of course. True to his word, the nurse has Emmy out to the office surprisingly quick, and I take her place after promising to meet up in the front gate. The nurse takes my pulse and listens to it. Your heart beats faster than usual. Been pushing yourself again, have you? Well, Emmy seemed to be in a rush to get through to run, so... I'm not surprised. Today's rather important for her, you know. I suspected that could be the case, but I have no idea why that's the case. He hasn't told you? Interesting. So, you're not gonna tell me either then? No, I'm not. I suspect that Emmy has her own plan for explaining today to you, and I don't want to miss that. You'll find out soon enough, so what's the rush? Now, for your heart, I take it easy and rest today. No spontaneous races or anything like that. Got it? Got it. She won't have her running legs on anyways, right? No, but if you think anything like that is gonna stop her. Good point. Hey, Etzel. I don't think that'd be much of an issue today of all days, but still. Is he trying to reassure me? He's doing a terrible job. I'm quickly becoming more and more worried about what today could be for her. I'm like suddenly finding out Emmy is in a cult or something. At the same time, if today is a big deal and Emmy wants me to be with her for it, then maybe she does want to grow closer with me. Maybe this will be the answer to all the riddles, to the sleepless nights and sudden mood swings. Either way, I barely remember to thank the nurse before taking off as quickly as dare for my room, to take a shower and throw decent looking clothes. If today is as important as it seems to be, I should dress appropriately. Am I gonna wear like a tuxedo or something? Emmy, of course, has proven me wrong as soon as I reached the front gate, wearing her usual skirt and shorts. So, at least I know it's not terribly formal fare, whatever it is.
You're early, Hisao.
Not as early as you, eager are we? Emmy shakily pokes out her tongue. The bus stop isn't very crowded at this hour, which seems to please Emmy, and end up in a relaxing little as we wait. We sit in silence for a while, but I can tell that Emmy's trying to work herself up to say something. I don't have anything to say myself, so I sit waiting for her to talk. It can't take too long.
So, I'm sure you're curious as to why the nurse thought it was so weird for me to be bringing you along today.
I was a bit, yes, but you're not ready to tell me. Emmy stops my sentence by placing fingers on my lips.
Don't tip me, Hisao. I want to tell you this, but I'm just uncertain as to how to go about it. I don't want to keep delaying or deferring. I want to be able to say it.
So, say it.
You know that it's not going to be that easy for me, Hisao.
So treat it like running. Warm up to it with something small and easy, and go for there. But don't go too fast, okay? I'm a patient man. I ain't gonna wait for you to get to the... Emmy seems to be considering my words, weighing them against what is probably a desire to get over with it. I admit, as much as I'm telling Emmy to take care of her, I wouldn't mind her getting it over and with it either. But somehow I know that Emmy probably needs more time than the bus ride to get it all out, however it is.
Yeah, maybe you're right. The bus stop probably isn't the best place for this anyway. But just to make sure that I don't go back on my word, I'll at least say
Emmy
this.
_Ibarazakin. Welcome to the channel.
What the frick? Did you make a new account? What's going on?
What?
There's Emmy Ibarazaki in the chat.
No, I didn't make a new account. I'm still Hanako Sato.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, friend me, Emmy, please.
They put
Which chat are they in?
they're in the Twitch chat.
We're gonna get on Twitch. Oh, darn it, my Twitch name isn't... Frick, I'll change it.
Yeah, I know. You read this already, right?
Yeah.
She takes a deep breath, lets it out, and after a moment says in a low voice,
We're going to see my dad today.
"Oh." The words hang in the air, and I can see that Emmy's afraid that I'll panic and disappear in response, which a part of me wants to do so. But
Hi.
hello. I mean, it's not
Why?
for me. Gonna wait for that to finish. Scary.
What happened?
Nothing.
I know. Yo, I'm alone.
I'm trying to like get to big Twitch.
I swear name is Hanako Sato on everything L.
Yep, it is. But it would be stupid of me to back out or suddenly abandon the promise I made to be there with Emmy when she needs me. Which
Joined.
slash played. F1. Oh. Hello, Wayne Robinson. That isn't. The nurse thought it'd be weird for me to bring me along. She doesn't bring anyone along, or at least I'm willing to bet that she hasn't before today. The day seems to have taken an even greater significance. What has it taken Emmy to even get this far? And why is it the best that I matched a response?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Nothing, I think. Just promise that you're going to come with me.
Of course.
In more
You know I
ways
will.
than one.
Oh gosh. You know it.
That you thought dirty. I didn't say anything. You're the one that had your mind.
Hey.
Oh, do we need the picture back?
Oh gosh, no.
Do it. Do it. Just
Can't be
do
having
it.
distracted. Bye.
Oh man.
Emmy smells. Okay.
Oh my god.
We needed it back, right?
Yeah.
LOL.
I'm not wrong. I said nothing.
Oh my god. Oh, dear
I mean,
Lord.
I mean, what's the
What's the what?
He's distracted.
yeah,
What's the what?
I forgot the wording. What's the chance that someone called Emmy Ibarazaki would follow us?
Please follow me. Not him, me.
I feel like there's someone else, but like they changed their name or something.
Aw, I want Amy Barasaki back.
Did
I
they
love
leave?
how you're like running the mouse down that girl's body.
What are you doing? Why do you say that? Emmy smells
Yeah.
weirdly, looking at little relieved.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Slow motion.
By the way, for what's the word? Context.
So distracted.
We're looking at Shizune's thing. Wink, wink.
I am not someone else, I
Shizune's
am
a
me.
thing.
Okay. Emmy says that Emmy is Emmy.
Emmy is Emmy.
Mm-hmm.
Perfection. Gotta love Emmy.
Right. Emmy.
Oh. Good, in that case, you better get going.
The bus.
The face she makes when
Mm.
you do that.
Oh. Oh my. It looks dark in my image.
I mean, it's too graphic. They had to turn off the light.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
The bus pulls up a little after she finishes that sentence. Vague memories. My first trip to work comes to mind as I step off the bus, but unfortunately they're too vague for me to be any use. I'll be the first to admit, I don't quite
Hello.
Hello. I don't quite recall to get to Emmy's house, so I let her lead the way. She seems confident to walk in silence, and I myself have no idea what I'm possibly say. So the two of us arrive in her house, having said nothing since getting off the bus. Oh my! Tell her
Oh
what
yeah,
we're
Amy's mother.
tell her what we're doing.
Oh, jeez.
We're doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. We're gonna go back to having her voice Amy's mother like nothing happened.
Mhm.
Wow, what happened? I'm curious.
Hey,
Nothing
y'all.
happened.
That basically that was her voice. Emmy's mother opens the door and doesn't seem to be surprised of seeing me standing next to her daughter. I expect that Emmy would have phoned ahead to let her mom know of the change in plans.
Did you kids wear condoms at least?
Oh god, no, we did not.
I don't want a grandchild this early.
Well,
Amy Hasao, you're just.
Well, I mean, you're
tired.
stuck it in her butt, so.
well, the first time. Okay, never mind. The second time.
Oh wow, and my laugh is horrible. I'm sorry.
Nothing. Nothing's happening at all.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Emmy Hasao, you're just in time. Lunch is just about ready. Apparently, he's having another thing for lunch.
Oh my gosh.
You just saw. Great. I was afraid we might be running late. Hopefully, not another thing is running late. I made myself laugh. I was drinking water.
I figured this one wouldn't distract you as much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Is it because it's not you? I mean, what?
Yeah.
Did you read this?
Yes. You're too distracted to listen.
I mean, how can I not? As
We're
fa-
just gonna go back to that
oh
one.
gosh. As fast as you're going this morning, I doubt there's much of a chance of that.
I just saw that message.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
How dare you?
Do it.
What's happening?
Do it. You know it's true.
What?
Hey,
What's
I
happening?
don't have that accent. I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
you're talking about. Yeah, just no. No.
I'm from Texas, but I certainly don't have that accent. No, I totally don't. I certainly hope she wasn't too much of a bother herself. She tends to be a little paranoid about being on time when food's involved. I am too. Like, come on.
I haven't noticed. This earns me a swat on the arm from Emmy, who, despite the serious nature of our conversation on the bus, and almost brooding quiet walk, had quickly become cheerful again. Probably to keep her mother from worrying about whatever it is Emmy plans on telling me later.
I thought about doing something in my head, but I don't want to.
Wow.
Yes, you do. Hey, that was me when I was like, I don't want to do this voice for her. I'll do it anyway.
Missy Barzaki ushers us in a short order. We were around the table devouring lunch. I hadn't realized how hungry I was until I got here, but for once it seemed to be eating almost as much as Emmy.
Y'all want to hear the thing I was
Yes.
thinking of before I read?
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all better be wearing condoms now before the next time y'all have sexual intercourse.
Yes, that's the voice.
Yes.
Damn it! I should not have said anything.
That's the voice I
Yes.
wanted. Mm-hmm.
Goodness, it's a good thing I made so much. The two of you are acting like you haven't eaten all day. Or days.
I skipped breakfast this morning.
Me too.
Me too. I actually did.
It
I
gets
did too.
very
I was
hard
thinking
to
till
switch
3.
between those, by the way. Like, it messes your Emmy voice up.
I mean, is there something wrong with that?
Had to catch.
I think they're alienating
Had to catch the
everyone.
bus, asked him. That, and I figured you'd make too much food, so it wouldn't matter if I skipped breakfast. Well, it's good to know that I'm predictable.
Emmy nods enthusiastically, and the conversation falls off again. As we clear off the table of anything edible, it is testament to sheer amount of food to offer that we don't finish everything. I lean back on the chair and sigh, and thank Missy Barzaki for the food.
I'm glad you liked it, Hisao. Now, has Emmy told you where we're going?
Yeah, sort of. Is it far from here?
Not really, but we'll drive there to save time. It closes kind of early.
I assume in adjacent to stand up. Ready to go. Well then, shall we? I feel like we're too happy for what's about to happen.
Oh god.
Missy Barzaki nods and leaves the room and grabs her keys. Emmy, I notice, has started to fidget nervously. Second thoughts? Emmy smiles tightly at me and shrugs. She's fallen silent again, which probably means that I'm right, and she's starting to regret bringing me along. Not that I blame her. She's done a good job of shutting me out, so that I doubt it's easy to open up. Honestly, I wonder if she's forcing it. But she says she's waiting for the bus, and I'm supposed to give her a chance to back out. And since I promised to go with her anyways, I suppose it's not much of a choice. I can't go back on my promise, and she can't go back on hers. I just hope both of us are up to it.
We're off.
Emmy's mother blows through the dining room, collects the two of us, and heads out the door at a brisk pace. Now, I know their daughter gets it, where her daughter gets it from. The car pulls up at the cemetery gates. I feel Emmy tense up beside me. I reach over and give her a hand a comforting squeeze, which causes her to relax a little. Emmy's mother doesn't follow us, explaining that she prefers to visit the grave alone. Emmy steps through the gates and looks back, as if to make sure I'm still there. We step into the cemetery. I don't feel comfortable in cemeteries. Gravestorms layer the ground, which serving as a reminder that someone used to be alive and is no longer. How many died young? How many were as old as I am now? When do I wind up with a marker of my own? How much longer do I have left? The concept of not waking up and not seeing Emmy anymore is not a happy one. It frightens me. It's very nearly turn around the next exit right then and there. I don't want to go among the dead people. I don't want to see their stone, I think. And who do they were and what they could have been if they had more time. When I look at the girl next to me, my resolve returns. Emmy striding purposefully down the path. Eyes clear, set in pace. That's nearly a jog. The sooner we get there, I suspect she thinks the better.
We're here.
The gravestone, wholly unmarkable. Of everything except for the name etched on it, the grass has grown up around the base. Emmy's eyes are riveled at the stone. After a few moments, she turns around, looking surprisingly calm yet solemn.
Pink's not actually my favorite color, you know?
Oh. I couldn't have guessed. Mostly because, like, I feel like her hair is kind of peach, which is kind of a pink, you know?
Yeah.
Looks brown to me.
Aha! I wonder what it looks like in your eyes.
It looks the same as Lily's.
Oh gosh. Lily's is straight up blonde. Hers is like...
I know, it looks blonde but darker.
You mean Emmy's?
Yeah, Emmy's looks blonde, like dirty blonde, like it's not pink.
Yeah, it is dirty blonde.
And then Misha's is like a little pink, but not really.
Oh, it's like super pink.
And I know it's supposed to be like pink. So, never mind.
Mm-hmm. What?
I'm warming up to it. People tend to think that pink's my favorite color. I think it's because I like strawberries, and even though those are red, they just assume that pink's the right color for strawberries. And that it's my favorite color, but it's not. I'm too polite to tell anyone otherwise, and of course, it's not that kind of thing worth getting worried about. But I'll bet even if you thought pink was my favorite color.
Is it green? She sure wears a lot of green. Oh wait, you can't see green.
Greenish brown.
Do you need water for that foot in your mouth?
Ooh.
Blue, that's my favorite color. My mom and dad are the only two who know that, and now you do too.
Well, I couldn't have guessed that. Thanks for telling me, I think.
You're welcome.
There's a pause and she considers what to say next, drawing a quick breath.
I can't carry a tune to save my life. I can hum, but actually singing a song is something I've never been able to do. I don't mind because I'm not a fan of karaoke anyway.
I mean, look at me. Well, that's one potential date idea out the window.
People all think that I'm a really popular and friendly person. But I only have a few close friends, probably because I keep everyone in the dark. But I think it's also because I hate the idea of losing a close friend. There aren't many people worth the risk. I'm terrible at saying goodbye. I sometimes think that I only run because it's what I used to do with my father. You're not my first boyfriend. I dated a guy for a long while during my second year at Yamaku, but in the end we broke up because I didn't want to get closer to him. He couldn't live with that distance between us.
He rather of speaking increased slightly, but if she rushed towards the finish line.
I'm actually 1 year older than you. Everyone thinks I'm younger because I'm short. But I had to skip one school year because of my accident.
She's 19?
Both y'all's reaction. Priceless.
She's 19?
You thought she was younger.
I thought she was like 12.
She does look younger.
Because I told you, oh, like, she's, like, in the same grade. It's like, what? And then it's like, she's a year older. It's like, what? No, that's not.
Hanako is 17, and she turns 18 in her hair and Lily's. But, like, she's 19?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
You. Cough, cough.
Hold your horses.
Guess I'll drink some more water then.
That's what I'm doing, so. They intentionally thought I was paralyzed when they pulled me out of the wreckage. I lost my legs already, but they were afraid that I wouldn't even be able to use what was left of them. After surgery, it was clear that their intentional assessment was mistaken. I couldn't feel my legs because of shock. Short-term paralysis due to another trauma I'd experienced.
Initial.
My recovery was one of the fastest they'd ever seen, or so they told me. I never found out if they were serious about that, or if they told that to all the patients learning to walk again.
She pauses, gathering herself for one last effort.
8 years ago today, I lost my legs, and I lost my father as well. He died on the way to the hospital. I didn't get to go to the gravesite until 2 months later, and couldn't attend his funeral.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. That's what everyone always says, that they're sorry. I hate hearing that. Like, anyone could have done anything to change what happened.
I can't help but say it. I feel like saying it right now. And I can't stop, and you both get angry at me.
I don't get angry. I just say you don't have to say it. Because I'm actually the same way. You can ask a lot of my other friends are just like, stop saying I'm sorry. I'm like, I can't.
I felt like saying it right now just because I wanted to say it because I didn't want to say it. I wanted to say it because I felt like saying it because I was guilty that I wanted to say it. Does that make sense?
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
You said it. Mwahahaha. You know the best piece of advice I got? These things happen. I don't even remember who said it, but I guess they didn't have anything better to say.
Oh.
Someone said these things happen.
I feel
Oh
like
my. Was that me? That was me, wasn't it?
it was me. I told them to you. Don't you remember me saying those exact words?
Hmm.
Oh, the one I hate the most, I get told because when my grandma passed away, I got told everything happens for a reason.
Oh, I hate that one.
I hate
so
that
much.
one so
I hate
much.
it. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't want to hear that.
And
Yeah.
it's funny because I would be like, so what's the reason? And they'll be like, I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. But it's true, you know, these things happen. And there's nothing you can do about it. They aren't necessarily planned. And they aren't always bad. And they aren't always good, but they are.
What's my phrasing? Is it life just happens, or what do I say? What's the thing
Yeah.
I tell you?
Life just happens.
Mm.
I once told my friends that when life kicks you down, just kick it in the balls.
That's how you do it right there. Yeah, I'm very I'm just like, get over it.
Mm.
Like if I were trying to comfort someone, I'd just be like, get over it.
Well, technically.
All right.
Me
I'm
when I
gonna
try to...
see if I can read this out because I'm on push talk. I'm gonna see if I can read this scene out by myself so that later you don't have to hear me cry like a little baby. All right. So you can continue what you were doing.
Okay.
So I made the decision that I would live without worrying about the future, and to be sure that I never had to say goodbye again. I decided I wouldn't let people get close to me anymore. After all, they could be taken away at any time, and you know what?
She laughs a little brittlely. Her eyes start to swell up with tears. I step forward and embrace her, but he holds up and stands and holds up a hand to stop me.
I'm not finished.
A deep breath, and she continues.
It worked pretty well until I met you and saw that you were trying to adjust stuff here. So I thought I'd help, and then you were so nice and I couldn't help it. I just...
Tears are flowing now.
I already failed. Yay.
Hmm.
I'm
I
already
got
crying.
3 sentences in and I failed already.
Isn't that a good thing?
Do you want me to cry for this scene? Because I feel like there's no getting around it now. It's like, I'm just gonna practice until I memorize the darn thing, and then I'll be fine, right? Nope.
I mean, weren't you going to?
I did earlier, and then I just started crying, and then I was like, well, I'm not really doing anything right now, so I can practice again, right?
Stop hurting yourself. Let it happen. The tears are flowing now, and she accepts the embrace this time. The rest of the sentence is mumbled into my chest.
I tried not to fall for you, but I did. And then I tried to keep you at a distance, like with my first boyfriend. But I couldn't. But I've been so scared because I don't want to lose you. And I might anyway.
Hey, I'm still around, right? Maybe I won't be forever, but don't you think it's fun while it lasts? Neither of us will survive the day. There would be a bus crash or something, but so long as I know I've been with you, I don't think that matters.
Sorry, I'm not listening. I'm still forcing myself to read this.
A sudden thought strikes me, and I can't help laughing. My condition had me scared of dying so badly, I immediately seized the opportunity Emmy presented to improve my odds of living longer. But without Emmy, would there still have been any motivation to keep up with my running?
Oh god. I forgot about that.
Stop hurting yourself. Just stop it. But oh, where am I? But Emmy, would there have been any motivation to keep up with my running? It hits me that Emmy is the reason I want to go running every day. If I spend as much time with her as possible, Emmy looks at me confused. We'll go on living until we stop. And when we stop living, we'll be able to know what's at least. We've had time together. I wouldn't have it any other way, because I love you, Emmy. And right now, that's enough for me. Hey, Uncle's here.
I know, I told him.
Oh. Emmy smiles through her tears. Though her tear and steps back from me.
You know it's funny.
What is?
I thought that the best way to live in the moment was
You
to do
automatically
it
knew
alone.
it was me?
But now I don't think I'd have it any other way either. I'm glad I met you, Hisao.
Well, these things happen. Emmy and I stay in the grave for a while, as Emmy pays her respects to her father, when she already go and exit the graveyard side by side. Emmy's mother drives back to Yamaku. The trip back is very quiet. We wave goodbye as the car drives off, and I glance down at the girl leaning on my arm. How are you feeling? Emmy shrugs noncommentally.
O.O/LO.
I'm fine. Come on, let's go.
Hello, see what? And hello.
Excuse me while I wipe the tears from my eyes.
What happened?
I don't know, I just get emotional things.
Yeah, join me in the emotional hole. I hate it so
We will
much.
cry together. At least we will not be alone.
Yeah, I feel like no one else is gonna cry at that part but me, and I'll just be bawling, and I'll have to voice both Lily and Hanako, and tears will just be streaming down my face.
Third person.
I'm
Who is
fine.
that?
How goes?
Siwawa, welcome to the channel.
Siwawa.
To drink water or not, I don't know.
Also, Ali, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Allie. How are you?
That is all.
I don't know what to say. I'm awkward. I never
out,
had to introduce myself.
We
really
pause outside
much.
the girls' dorm, and I turn to face Emmy, ready to say goodbye.
Why didn't he come up for a while?
That's what's happening.
Make sure to use protection.
Okay.
God.
We walk into a room in silence. I'm not sure why I'm supposed to be turning away at the door. I guess I'd assume she'd want me to be alone. Mom, the nurse, Hal, everyone I knew the significance of today seemed to think best to leave Emmy alone. But she took me into the graveyard with her, told me the whole story about what happened on the day she lost her legs. She wanted me around. The significance of this does not escape me. Emmy opens the door and steps in her room, not even bothering to invite me, holding the door for me expectantly. Let me just put this here and then just
Oh God.
hold the censor button just in case something happens.
I'm sick.
Yeah. I step into the
Have
door.
fun.
Is that gonna be your joke now for me? Just to be like, I'm sick.
Yeah, when you get tenacious, you're just gonna be like, I'm sick.
When it just shows like one of the scenes, just like I'm sick.
I think another sensor image that just has your icon and it says, cough, cough, I'm sick.
Do that.
Get it. Do it.
I
Send it.
will.
Send
Can
it.
you send me your icon again? Or wait, no, you put it on here, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
Oh, did she?
I think. Oh wait, you messaged it to me. Yeah, you messaged it to me. Okay, I'll just use that.
I guess she messaged us the same thing.
Hey, I was proud of my icon. Okay,
Hmm.
that's like the best one I've ever done.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm so offended right now because I was proud of that, and you're making me less proud.
It was good.
It's
didn't-
like it was good. Don't kill me.
I didn't say it was bad.
Oh my God.
So I just wait?
You've been allied.
Do I just wait for the new image to pop in?
Oh dear Lord.
It took me like an hour to type that. All
Sorry,
right.
I just delete my message. I'm an idiot.
I was interrupted a few times,
It's
and I lost
fine.
the thing that I was doing. Okay.
That's fine. Just get the new
Let's
image
see.
out.
Save content. Yes. All right. Let me go Photoshop this real quick.
So I'm just gonna start reading. I step in, and the door swings shut behind me, and the image's not done yet. Okay, it's not time yet. Okay.
Hey, can I ask you a favor?
Sure, can't guarantee I'll do it, but Emmy giggles and pulls me into a kiss and starts
What
off.
happened?
I don't know. What did happen? I don't know. It's for me to know and you to find out.
Hey, instead of you just got Loki and you just got allied.
What?
Have you ever heard of the saying you got Loki'd? Or that freaking song for that?
I don't know. What image do I have named Image? Weird thing to have. Oh. Okay, never mind. Rename. Leopard. Is it gonna replace image with image? Oh no. What have I done? No.
LOL. She's off in her own world.
Who's off in our own world? What's going on? Someone explain to me things. 0. Okay. It's gonna replace it with cough cough. That's perfect. Let me just look at it one more time. It's not perfectly centered, so I'm just gonna fix that. This. Nope. Where's it?
I want to see.
I'm trying to fix the image thing, but yeah. Did I like accidentally skip something? And the did you read that?
Don't censor.
No, it's fine. You gotta use Ultra Instinct.
Stay with me, please.
Her voice has dropped to a whisper. The question is barely audible over the sound of my own breathing. There's something about the way that she asked the question, the hesitancy in it, the quiet voice that makes me think she doesn't mean tonight. No, she means exactly what she said. Stay with me, not tonight or forever, because both of us know no such thing as forever. There's no time limit on her request. That's just the request, the favor. Can I do that? Can I stay with her? Of course. We embrace again, and Emmy guides me towards her bed, stepping backwards with care until she sits down on the edge. And censor.
Oh God.
She's gotten my shirt off to the point I'm merely lifted hers over her head, bra and all. Her shorts come off just as quickly. With practiced ease, she removes her legs and pulls me to the side of her bed, with her in my hands coming along her smooth shoulder. I cast my gaze over her face, down her neck, following the line to swell of her breasts, before I lower my head, planting kisses across her chest, listening to her breathe, hitched as her hand slides further and further down my chest. As I work my way back to her neck, I can feel her hands.
Removes her legs. I am fucking dead.
He was like, removes her legs. I'm fucking dead. I can feel her hands working at my belt, now fumbling slightly with my buckle, now unbuttoning, now unzipping, until my pants fall to the floor. Her panties are noticeably darkened in the right place, showing that my earlier ministrations have produced more results. I step back quickly and shuck my boxers, move back to Emmy's, reach it over into my drawers, into her nightstand, removing a small foil package. She tears it open with a quick jerk in her teeth and reaches down to apply the protection, which always causes me to gasp a little. Her expression suddenly changes as she sees the view of me in. Okay, let's uncensor that for a second.
Wait a second. Are you still in your socks?
I pause, look down. Apparently I am. Yeah, does it matter?
Take them off. It's weird if you still have them on.
You know, you've got your socks on too.
Yes, but I don't have my legs on, so it doesn't count.
Unable to deny her logic, and impatient to have the conversation over anyway, I decide to remove the offending objects. I'm so eager to get back at Emmy that I practically jump on top of her, pushing her down playfully. And Emmy giggles.
Feel the sex scene.
Emmy giggles, squirms, quickly ends, and plays the happy sigh as I enter.
Why do you keep flicking it?
Flicking what?
The sensor on and off.
So people could see.
Send me screenshots, please. Okay.
Who said that?
Jungle.
It's funny because I'm now telling some of my friends I'm a way of censoring stuff.
Oh, way.
And that picture is now going to be my lock screen.
Yes. Emmy
Thank
giggles.
you for the new lock screen.
Cough, cough. I'm sick.
It fits me so well.
Yeah, and we're all sick.
Hey nigga. I ain't being left out.
Did you see what he wrote? He wrote Drose Drove. Emmy giggles and squirms, quickly ends happily, replaced with happy sigh as I enter her, breathing deeply, and she savors the feeling. She spreads her arms and grabs the sheets. see what we're left like.
Oh my god.
That lock screen is perfect.
My lock screen is. 3 guesses what my lock screen is.
Hanako Sato.
No.
Sensor Leopard.
I'll send you a picture of my lock screen, and you're gonna be really surprised.
Is it Shizune? Alright, see you later, Jungle. He breathes.
BRB need to restart my PC.
He better not
My
be
lock
breathing.
screen is a 13B
Stop
rule.
that.
I don't know what a 13B review is. Alright, copy. Nice. Okay. Her breath in my ear as I begin to move, whispering words.
Car engine.
Ah, okay. Loving current fin nipping at my neck, now at my mouth. My hips hit the edge as the mattress shakes the bed. A part of my brain briefly wanders. I should try to quiet her before succumbing to the waves of pleasure racing to my spine. Emmy's stomach tenses as she grows closer to the edge, and our bodies both begin to glisten with sweat. Time begins to become hazy. The sound of our own breathing mingles with Emmy's panting, and I ready myself for a final surge before surrendering to the rush wave of climax. Emmy's body shudders, and she cries out, her fingers digging into my back as I too lose control of myself. My back arches, and I let myself go, feeling my body spasm as I orgasm. Is it over? It is.
It's never over.
I know it's not.
There's like 50 more where that came from.
I
Oh,
know.
God.
They both left.
Because Lily has like 5, and Hanako has 1, and Shizune has 1, and Misha has 1, and Ren has 1. Okay, so there's like 1 for each of them, and then Lily and her weirdness.
Is that Misha Shizune? I mean, yes. That's cute. I collapse next to Emmy, who's almost immediately curls against me, smiling. Mentally, I feel grateful that Emmy keeps her nails short. Otherwise, I think she might have drawn blood.
Oh, that's so cute.
Angela has the best voice.
Jungle says Angela has the best voice, and I agree. I sit up briefly and dispose of her now used condom, and lay back down next to Emmy, who in turn taken care of cleansing herself off. For a while we lay in silence, savoring the feeling of being next to each other. Emmy is the first to speak, and censor that again.
Hey, Hisao?
Hmm?
Thanks for coming with me today. That's not
In more than one
so
way.
much. Yes.
Wink.
Oh my god! I'm not going to bed, lol.
You're not going to bed?
Okay.
Oh? What's going on?
Yeah, I think. Nothing.
Tell me. I smile and plan to kiss on her head. Of course, my pleasure. Of course.
I mean, it was hers too, so.
Emmy snuggles closer, and I can feel her breathing against my shaken as she begins to drift off to sleep.
I told her that I'd eat her cake.
Whoa. Jungle says, he told you that he'd eat your cake. What does he mean by that?
Well, I mean, Melanie said that he'd do a lot more, so what can I say?
What?
Damn.
I feel like Melanie wants me to date him, to be honest. then I'm like, no, because no.
She said what?
Emmy snuggles closer and I feel her breathing begin to shake and she begins to drift off to sleep. As she just falls asleep, she awakes up and enough to muster a single sentence. Emmy?
I love you, Hassel.
And then she's out like a night, leaving me feeling like I'm on top of the world. Jungle says, Melody said what?
Answer me. Melina said what?
Were you not there for that?
Say it out loud. Let everyone can hear.
Yeah, I guess you weren't there for that then. Yeah, Melanie, like... Okay, for one thing, Melanie is creepy and weird, and she always wants me to date someone. And
No,
when
I wasn't.
had a girlfriend, she's like, yes, you have a girlfriend! And then I'm like, okay.
Like, fuck you.
And then I'm like, so I don't have that anymore because we broke up because rebounds never work. And then she's like, here's Jungle. He's interested in you. You should date him.
Really?
And now it's just a running joke on her server to just say that, you know, you should just like, you know, I'm surprised they haven't friggin' changed my name to Jungle in Me like they did on the other server.
Sorry.
Because it sure was Vixie in Me for a while. Oh, I could change it back now, actually. That might be fun. Okay, continue. Nothing. You heard nothing at all.
They did what?
You didn't see anything.
Jungle and me. Nigga, when was this?
I draw the slumbering Emmy as close as possible, pull the covers over us and keep the chill off, and fall asleep as happy as I've ever been. And remove the uncensor. Boom, 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 boom. Is it gonna happen again? Morning light seems to be reach further into Emmy's room than it does into mine. The result of waking up earlier than I would have if I had gone back to my room last night had previously been out of routine. I did not realize until the morning, but this is the first time I actually spent the night together. Small movement from my partner still slumbering. Form causes me to look into the side. A hair is sprayed across her face. Emmy continues to sleep peacefully, curled up next to me. It's slightly weird seeing it without her trademark twin tails, and also look I could get used to. The small size of the bed here necessitates her curling up, but I'm pretty sure she would have done so anyway. The covers are nearly over her head, and I smell as an errant strands of hair causes her nose to twitch slightly. Unable to help myself, I draw her a little closer and move, which she seems to think is a good idea. Her steady breath raises a trail of goosebumps in my chest. But I don't mind. I am no longer tired, but I do not feel the need to move from my current position. Emmy's warm body reposes against mine, too comfortable to move. I gaze upon the ceiling and consider how it is that we got to this point. We've been close for a while, but not this close. It seems like only yesterday that she ran into me the hallway, only apologizing, deciding to take interest in my well-being. But I grew into something else, which I at least was not expecting. One thing for certain, having found Emmy, I will try hard as I cannot lose her. My morning nursing is interrupted by further movement from Emmy. Her eyes fluttering open as seems briefly confused by my presence in her bed, as well as her current state of dress, which is non-existent. And that's perfectly acceptable to not censor. Right?
I mean, it slightly is with the ass.
So, censor? Angela? Angela? Censor or no censor?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Then she smiles happily and sits up, her face looking down at me.
Good morning, Hisao.
Hi, sleep well?
Yeah, I did. Exhausting day yesterday, you know. I wonder why.
I think back yesterday's trip to the graveyard.
That looks like a baby ass lol.
He was like, that looks like a baby ass, lol. Yeah, glad to hear you slept well.
How do you sleep?
Well enough, although you kept hugging the covers. This earns a shove and stuck out tongue. I chuckle and Emmy giggles a little, and we fall quiet for a while. I soak up the feeling that's how right it feels waking up with Emmy by me, crammed into a bed made for one person. It's something I could get used to.
Hey, Hisao?
Hmm?
Thanks for sticking around.
No problem, save me the walk back anyways, right? This draws another giggle, but then Emmy's expression turns to serious again.
No, really, I kept trying to push you away because I thought that it was the right thing to do, and you stuck around through it all. I haven't made any of this easy for you, but you stuck it out anyway. So I really mean it. Thank you.
You puncture waits to giving me a kiss, pulling back and looking at me as an expression of affection. I reach up and ruffle her hair, smiling while I stupidly lucky. I think I have to come to with everything with my heart attack, and to somehow find this girl is nothing sort of a miracle. You're very welcome, Emmy. I couldn't bear the thought of giving you up. I'll even continue to stick around you if you want.
I'd like that.
That settles it then. I don't know how long my heart will keep working, and I don't even really know what I'll do after a year is over. Apart from going to university, as long as Emmy's around, I think it'll be okay. I managed to help her, and she's managing to help me. If we keep doing that, we'll be okay, I think.
So, Hisao.
Hmm?
What do you want to do today?
Oh my god, we finished one.
Yay.
We finished one! Yay!
Do I wait for this to end, or
Credits are long. Just skip it. Just skip it.
should we just keep the credits and make it longer?
Just skip it.
Okay, skip.
The only one that has a scene after the credits is Lily anyway.
How do you know? Have you seen all the credits?
No, I knew that Lily had a scene after the credits, so I watched through the credits to get to her scene.
Hmm.
And her scene is so darn sad because she doesn't go back to Hanukkah.
Did I not
Yeah,
say?
you can't save.
Hmm? What?
That one's dead. You can't save now.
Why do you say that?
Because it thinks that you ended. Like, it's like, don't go back. Because you're done with the thing.
Why?
Triggered. Oh, Lord.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
If I click it, it's gonna die?
I guess you can give it a shot. But, like, you can go back. Like, you could, like,
Let me just do something.
get to it. But what's the point?
I mean, was there any choices in between here? Because I feel like I might have skipped something.
There
No?
wasn't a choice in between there.
Okay, so I will delete this. Okay, load. I will delete this. Yes.
MILF.
Go back to the previous one. Oh, no. Load. No. Return. Main menu. Yes. Load. It's a replay. I picked the other choice. Downplay the issue. I'm not sure I like the idea of airing private matters to the student council. Nothing major. Also, he's calling you.
What?
At Angela.
Jungle's messaging you.
No, he's not.
He said Angela.
What?
I think he called you a MILF.
I know he's called me a MILF.
Mm-hmm. Also...
I hate this chick. I was distracted because I was trying to, like, do something real quick. Okay. Hey, John, lying is a terrible thing to do.
She's not buying it. Okay, give her something, but not too much. We had a disagreement, and we haven't resolved it yet.
Oh, why not?
Because, look, I don't need to talk about this, okay? It's not a big deal, okay? I'm fine.
Why is y'all in your most common used phrases?
Because when I was growing up, it pretty much, like, is basically something I've said since I was a kid.
It's not you all, it's y'all. Misha.
I'm just gonna
Y'all,
go to my
yep, and I. That's so much different than mine. Like, let me go look at mine.
Mine, just, for some reason, it kept saying yeah instead of you, and then I keep like stop it. I don't even use ya.
Oh lordy, this is so embarrassing.
Why? Are you gonna send me?
Mine is like A, H, and Melanie.
Of course it's Melanie.
Melanie with an H too. That's surprising because I don't say that as much.
Yeah. Misha.
And Emmy? Is she fine too, Hik-chan?
Misha's voice is taking on decidedly serious edge. This is serious. I don't know, okay? I have an S. Things are complicated right now.
What kind of man are you? Things get a little rough and you're going to hide from...
Misha suddenly retorts, catches me completely off guard.
Chan would call that
I would donate if I had the money.
And she'd be right
Thank you.
too. You two are close, happy together, and you're going to roll over and die without a fight? You should be willing to fight for your girlfriend, Hisao.
It seems that Misha is channeling Shizune at the moment. It wouldn't surprise me to find out that Shizune gave her a script to follow based on my answer. Misha points an imperious arm to the classroom door.
Now you get out of this classroom and patch things up.
I got an afternoon class. Doesn't seem to dissuade Misha.
Then after class, you better do it, Hik-chan. It's important that you don't leave things like this.
Why? Misha regards me as one would regard an animal's droppings.
Didn't you care about her, Hisao? That's important, isn't it?
She's right. I do care about her, don't I? Okay, I'll see her after class.
Great! I'll let Hik-chan know you're okay then.
The lich returns. I guess that means Misha isn't angry at me anymore. She waves and disappears around the hallway, and I eat my lunch. While afternoon classes draw to a close, I prepare myself for the tasks ahead. There's no skipping, alright. I have to see Emmy Misha, and at least correct about this. Leaving the question to Emmy and me to open the issue won't work. At the very least, I need to apologize for what I said. I was going to go to her room to find her, but she's probably still at the track. I step out the main building. Okay, can I skip now? No. I feel like a doomed man. Oh. I have a twisting, horrible feeling in my guts. It's all going to go horribly wrong. It's not going to accomplish anything, except for maybe driving a 510 in the coffin for whatever it has Emmy eyed. There she is. I have expected running laps around the track, but everyone else has gone to shower or dinner. I don't wave. I don't even make my presence known. I just sit down in the bleachers and watch her run her laps. It takes her a few trips to the track before she notices me, after which she skids and stops, eyes wide in surprise. Surprise, quick masked by anger, she turns, fades around masks that I have already known to penetrate.
What are you doing here?
Not quite the response I'm hoping for, but at this point I don't have much of a choice. I wanted to apologize for what I said the other day.
The other day?
She laughs, a curdled expression of disbelief.
It's been almost a week, Hisao.
Yeah, well, better late than never, right? Emma crosses her arm and stares at me coolly and sizes me up. Finally, she nods.
I suppose you're right. Water under the bridge. Then I forgive you. Is that all?
She almost impatiently questions, catches off guard, and she halfway down the track before I can even shout after her. No, wait. Emmy stops, turns around back at me, breathing a little heavy, looking annoyed at my interruption.
What?
Okay, I need to make this right somehow. I have to know where I stand, maybe patch things up. Can you at least sit down?
I think we're okay talking here.
Fine, sure. Look at this. Look at us. I pause trying to think of a good way to phrase what I'm about to say. But before I launch an impassionate plea to give me another chance, Emmy's already spoken.
There's no more us, Hisao.
Why not?
We're just not right for each other.
She delivers an outrageous statement without even looking in my eyes. I don't believe you. We're great for one another.
Says the guy apologizing for getting thrown out of...
It was a fight. I had something ready, incredibly stupid, and apologized for it.
And how many times have we already discussed the problem that started the fight? How many times had I told you that there was a set boundary that I wouldn't cross? And how many times did you keep trying to cross it?
Because your boundaries was stupid. Emmy rolls her eyes, folds her arms, crosses her chest, and cocks her head to the side.
Do you see this, Hisao? This is why we're not right for enough.
Her voice softens a little and reaches out of a stroke my cheek.
You're a good guy, but we're not going to work.
With a horrible lurching feeling, I realize that she's been practicing this maybe every day since I left her house. Even the chick stroke seems rehearsed, like something out of a movie. She never intends to give me another chance. Hell, she probably would have been fine with never seeing me again. So, that's it then. Nothing else to say but, gee, it was fun while it lasted, but so long. X seems to amuse Emmys far more than I wanted it to. He gives a rather morbid-sounding chuckle.
That's how I've lived my life, Hisao. You should know that by now.
Congratulations, you got the bad ending on your first rechoice.
Yes.
And it was fun.
A sad smile. She shivers slightly, and smiles vanishes.
But it's over now. It's for the best.
I want to yell, to scream at her, make her see reason that this is stupid, the whole act. That she's just afraid of me, afraid of what being close to someone means. I want to tell her that I love her, that I can't give up on her, and drop of a hat. Except there's no point. She made up her mind. We're done. Fine. Let me know it's satisfied. I want to hit something.
Good.
She brines with false cheersiness.
See you around, Hisao.
No, you won't. You won't even try. She shrugs if I say, have it your way, and turns her back to me once more, quickly excited around the curve to the track. I feel numb. This is it. The end of the road for us. Whatever it was, closure at least. Amy rounds the track again, without sparing a second glance. She's rushing much faster now. Can't help but think this is the first run together. I ran to catch you. Try to prove I wasn't as weak as I knew I was. But I ended it badly for me, didn't it? You know, you're off running up too fast for me again, and I have the choice to run after you again. This time, not this time. Just, you'll never let me catch you. I don't even notice walking away from the track or walking to my room. I pull a book into my bag to read. This before bed, I reset my clock, and Emmy and I have our final encounter. You don't speak again after that. Skip now. Then erase this. And then do this. And talk to her mom. There's an awkward silence on the table for a while after Emmy dashes off. I think of anything to say. Emmy's mother sighs, breaking the silence.
Sorry about that, Hisao. I sometimes forget that I'm touchy about certain subjects. And I was talking about the wheelchair thing too.
Should I go after her?
Heavens no. She didn't leave the table to
But if she's troubled, shouldn't someone help her?
If it were anyone else, I'd say yes. My daughter is stubborn as a mule. And if she wants to be alone, it's the best way to let her be alone. Otherwise, she'll probably say something she'd regret, which would cause you to say something you'd regret. And I'd prefer that dinner than end with one or the both of you storming out of the house. If that were to happen, I'd be a terrible hostess, wouldn't I? I've already acted as a fool once today.
That's okay. I shouldn't have brought up the wheelchair, apparently. Missy Barzaki frowns, clearly more bothered by Emmy's omission than she'd let on.
I wish you wouldn't do that. It just makes you worry more, you know?
How does she does this often?
What, running off to the bathroom? No, I can't say she does. She keeps injuries from her mother. Well, that's a little more common. I catch her lying like that. She assures me the only reason she didn't tell me is because freaking computer.
You keep cutting out, like a lot.
I know, because my computer's being stupid. Yeah. Technical difficulties.
Yep.
God.
Did you finish reading that?
No, but my computer's being stupid, so I'm trying to get it to stop being stupid.
Oh.
Yeah. God. I may have to restart. Okay, there it goes. Finally! Is it still on the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Every time I catch her lying like that, she assures me that the only reason she didn't tell me is because
I'm still
it
alive.
wasn't a big deal.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure the only reason I knew about it was all because I saw her every day. This elicited a dry chuckle from across the table. Mr. Barazaki sighs, a little sadly.
Still hesitant about getting close to people, huh? I keep hoping that she'll get over that. It's funny, really. She's bounced back so well from the accident in so many ways. I guess some things never really go away.
From the looks of it, the whole thing still bothers her too. Seems to be more willing to talk about the accident without Emmy around though. Hey, I've got a question. Is that alright?
Oh?
What else did Emmy lose in that accident? The nurse said she gets this way nearly the anniversary, and she won't talk about it with me.
So you thought I'd fill you in,
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, there's a problem with our request, you know.
Let me guess, you promised Emmy that you wouldn't tell anyone she didn't want to know, and you don't know if she wants me to know.
Something like that. I promised him that she'd be the one to tell people the full story.
But isn't it more important? I mean, it's clearly it has a huge effect on her. If she's still like that for so long after the accident happened.
That's true. It did have a long-lasting effect on her. There are a few ways that she'll probably never get over.
For a moment, Miss Ibarazaki looks incredibly saddened, as if an old woman is bothering her. Old wound is bothering her.
I suppose there are a few things I'll never really get over either.
Another dry chuckle, and it shakes her head. Emmy's mother banishes the memory.
Look, there's something you absolutely must understand about Amy thinks about the accident.
What's that?
It wasn't a big deal.
Somehow I managed to keep my mouth from falling open in surprise, but it takes some effort. But this has to be the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I beg your pardon?
Okay, maybe it's not that simple, but it's a pretty accurate summarization. Emmy believes that the accident did not define her, and that everything she lost that day didn't define her either. She's not that girl who lost her legs. She's the fastest thing on no legs. Her optimism and energy came out of that wreck without a scratch, as far as she's concerned.
Yeah, it goes beyond that, doesn't it? I mean, last night she told me that, and she refused to rely on me because it would make losing me too painful.
Not really. You said she won't tell you about the accident, even though you've.
Did you finish reading that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason she won't talk about it when you ask is because to her it's not something you'd absolutely need to know. Even if she wasn't terrified of getting too close to anyone, she still wouldn't talk about it.
She's afraid of being close to me?
Oh goodness me, yes. For all that talk about being unscathed by the accident, she's gained the ugly knowledge of how quickly it can all be over. So she's not going to let people get especially close to her, and she certainly would resent any implication that she cannot work through this on her own.
But I don't think she can.
Oh no? Are you sure you've been dating my daughter and not? Trust me, Hisao, she could get through it on her own.
But
EST law.
Oh. Welcome.
What happened?
Nothing. But she has nightmares and she can't sleep well and...
And she does this every year. Tell me, if she wasn't able to get through it, do you really think she'd still be alive? She would have killed herself or something equally melodramatic.
So what? I shouldn't try to help her?
I didn't say that. I hate seeing my daughter like this and knowing that she could rely on someone else would let me relax. You just need to understand that accepting help goes against everything Amy thinks about herself and the way the world works. If you still want to offer her help, then I guess that's your call. Honestly, I'd like you to, but it'd be silly not to warn you that it's not going to be easy. You just need to be patient with her. She's already closer to you than anyone else she's ever met at Yamaku.
Well, it sure doesn't feel like we are very close.
Good. Good. That makes this part easier.
Emmy's voice nearly gives me a heart attack. Whoa, didn't hear you come back, Emmy.
How convenient.
Past this line Elias Newport, welcome to the channel.
Wow, that's the most complicated name I've ever seen. Hello. Wait,
What is it?
Past this line lies Newport. Wait, were you eavesdropping?
Nope, just happened to come back at the right moment, I guess. Amy, that was just...
Emmy
Good to be here.
He said good to be here. Emmy holds up a finger, cutting her mother off.
Don't mind me.
Oh, his way out of the house? Yeah, I know.
He said don't mind me.
I can leave if you want.
No, don't leave. No one said leave.
Stay!
Emmy's trembling with anger now, looking vaguely betrayed.
Amy, don't be ridiculous. We were just... You promised.
The pain carried its last words. It's almost too much for me to bear. The idea that I would hurt her that much is being kicked in the gut. Emmy's mom looked similarly pained by the thought. And I kept that promise. Oh.
And I kept that promise. Just listen. There's no reason to go throwing people out of the house.
Emmy's mom seems to be both angry at her daughter outburst and embarrassed at what I'm witnessed to. Its only real solution is the problem, I think. It's okay, I'll go.
Now, really, that seems a little unnecessary.
Don't worry about it. Thank you for the dinner, Mrs. Barzaki, and for the advice.
It was my pleasure, Hasel. I'm sorry we didn't get to the dessert.
That's okay. I have to watch what I eat anyways. Good evening, Emily, Mrs. Barzaki. The formality of our conversation, coupled by the fact that I'm getting ready to leave, seems to snap Emmy out of her anger.
No, wait. I'm sorry. I've been so... And after last night, I just thought, you don't have to go. I take it back. It's okay.
I can't help but smile slightly, but she can barely articulate her apology, and I really would like to stay. I don't think I can right now. I just need to think about what her mother said, and about what I'm gonna do about this. I don't want to risk us sending Emmy anger again in her current state, either. No, I think it's better to leave. You seem pretty shook up, and, well, I'd only wind up trying to help you again. I know you prefer I didn't, so I'm just gonna leave instead.
But...
Hey, it's not a problem. You know, you don't want a night on a white charger, right? Just promise me one thing, okay?
What?
Don't be angry at your mom, okay? You're just giving me some advice, that's all. Emmy nods hesitantly like a simple idea is all she grabbed onto the point. She's so terribly off balance, but I can't do anything about that right now.
Okay.
See you tomorrow, okay? Running the morning, don't forget. I can see that I've hurt Emmy by deciding to leave, but there's nothing I could do for her. As things stand, I know that she's too stubborn to admit that she wants to stick around. I watch various emotions across Emmy's face, and she tries to process everything that's just happened. Charlotte becomes a calm look again. Last night, and the voice she tries so hard to sound careless.
Sure, Hasao. See you around.
Both of us are unwilling to concede motion on this one, and I'm having a
You
hard
can
time
invite as many people as you like.
in keeping my facade, so I turn to my heel and walk out the door. I shut it behind me slowly, pausing for a moment, and catches my hand onto the doorknob. Did I make the right decision just now? Should I have stayed and tried to work things out? No, I decided. Not in front of her mother like that. In spite of everything, I'd rather keep Emmy's mother insulated from the sort of anger that surfaced last night. Even though she's probably used to it, some protective instincts wants me to keep Emmy's image in cheerful intact. Which starts, I realize my hands are still resting on the knob. I take my hand away, but I put it in my pocket and I head down the slowly darkened street. I let out a long breath. The wait till tomorrow morning isn't going to be easy. In any case, I have to think of what to say to Emmy. I must apologize. I must get through to her somehow. On that account, something on my mind for most of my back of my room. A letter of apology from me won't go. I was so concerned about my new life that I received that I didn't even bother to really read it. Now I find myself in a similar position. My curiosity got rekindled. What did she want to let me know so badly? If nothing else, reading her thoughts might help me frame mine. I remember tossing it away. Damn, where did I throw that thing? I checked under my desk, it turns up nothing, so I looked for harder to reach more unlikely locations. Well, now, I know where the lost sock went, at least. No letter though. It's when I try sweeping my arm under the nightstand that I feel something quickly jammed between it and the wall. Grunting a little with effort, I reached the prize as soon as I managed to bring it into the light. Bingo. I sit at the desk and spread the crumpled paper open. A flick turned into the light table. Skipping past the empty pleasantries, I look to a point where I stopped reading. Ah, here it is. Continue reading.
Skip?
What do you mean?
Don't you skip this?
No, this is it's like, oh, past what's it called? What we read already. This is new.
What?
This is new, cause like he read the
Are you
letter.
Sure, it's new.
He crumpled it up and then he threw it away, and he just got the crumpled back. I was like, all right, I better read what like she wrote. Like, I'm just gonna skip what we read before, and I was like, oh, and then this is what's new.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are other things I want to say. I'm writing to you because I felt that there are things I should have said after the incident back in winter. I really regret that I wasn't able to say them in person, and I have no excuse for it. The truth is, the times when I visited you at the hospital made me worried about you. I'm not talking about your health. You seem to become more distant and disheartened. It was natural after something like that happened. I'm not sure, but somehow I got the feeling that you had given up on something back then. Happiness, maybe?
Giving up on happiness? That sounds unpleasantly familiar.
I wanted to somehow express my feelings, but the right words didn't come to me. I couldn't say anything to comfort you, and I am really sorry for not being able to support you when it mattered the most, even though I like you so much. At least now I can finally be honest. If I could go back to those quiet days in February and March, I'd tell you to not give up on yourself. That's what I would say. Maybe you wouldn't have drifted so far away if I had just said something. I hope you've managed to get back on your own feet. Now that the distance between us is also physical, it also feels more final somehow. I wonder if we will meet again. Perhaps it's the best if we don't. Still, if you would like to compose with me, or correspond with me, by all means, write me back. I'd very much like to hear about your new school and how you're doing. I wish you the best. Sincerely, Iwanako.
After finishing reading the letter, I smoothed it out carefully and set it aside on my desk. Thank you, Iwanko. I wanted to say yes to your question on the snow winter day, but I never got to. By the time we met again, it was too late, or so I thought. What would have happened if I behaved differently back in the dismantled, sterile hospital room? I'm sorry, there's no point in wondering now, but there's no point in trying to forget either. I am who I am because of all that happened to me, and all I look forward to experience, past, present, and future. And the past may have taught me an important lesson now. No? What's going on?
This we've already seen.
Yes, now time to skip. But
Ugh.
isn't it different because before we didn't meet up with her?
No, it doesn't change these scenes.
Okay, and let me skip mode. No, it does. The sound of my alarm
Okay,
is
when I played it, it didn't change the scenes.
well, it's weird. The sound of my alarm is unwelcome intrusion in sleep. It's been a battle to obtain. I doubt that I'm truly asleep for more than an hour or two. Too much on my mind. Did I make the right choice leaving the house yesterday? Did I manage to get Emmy and realize unresponsible she's been? Am I ever going to manage to get her to stop being unreasonable? Emmy's mom gave me a new perspective the other day, but I'm not sure that's the right perspective. She was hurt when I left yesterday too. I know the parts of any conversation I'm going to have to conclude with an apology, but that right thing to do or not, I heard her. I hurried down to the track, eagerly to talk to Emmy. I think I know what to say. Apologize for leaving first, then go ahead from there. See, it's faster now. We skipped like 3 scenes. Unless, of course, Emmy doesn't show up, which, from the looks of things, seems like the case. It's been about 15 minutes since I got here, and there's no sign of her. Because before, we skipped early practice and we went at night. Now we're going to early practice. She's never late. Not unless she's sick, which is unlikely. She probably just doesn't want to see me right now. Take my mind off the implies. I begin to warm up routine, take off around the track. Clears my mind wonderfully. For half an hour, I'm running. I don't think about anything about the run. However, once I finish and Emmy still hasn't shown up, I get a little worried about, with any luck, the nurse will know where she is. If nothing else, I can see if she thinks I should do next. So, last night didn't go too well, I take it. Huh? You already know? I have my ways, and it's not like I missed the distant absence of running partner this morning now, would I? See? Everything is different now. We didn't even go to the nurse's office. No, I suppose not. So, what happened? Don't you know already? Maybe, but I could be bluffing. Perhaps I prefer to get your side of the story before I give any advice. I quickly fill the nurse in the events last night, but he takes it all in without exchanging expression once. Nothing about the whole event seems to surprise him, although he does seem surprised when I say I didn't follow Emmy. Choose to talk to the mom instead, huh? Smart move. Though, I guess it didn't work out too well for you in the end. Actually, it turned out better than expected. Well, I'm not sure. Emmy seems apologetic when I left, or at least she seemed that way until she put up her defenses again. The nurse sighs and spreads his hands in a conciliatory manner. Frankly, I'm surprised she let you She let them down at all. Emmy's had a lot of practice on that score. You probably won't get anything else out of her. I don't believe you. Is that so? You think she'll tell you the whole town? I'd swear, I just saw the nurse's eyes glitter a little. His expression's the same, but he leans forward ever so slightly. I think she'll open up if I ask her without being an idiot about it, yeah? The nurse gives an enigmatic smile in response and shrugs widely. I think he's enjoying the whole role a little too much. That's the real trick, isn't it? Are you sure you know the right way to approach the subject? I can't guarantee that Emmy's gonna try her hardest to pretend last night didn't happen. It'll be painfully awkward if both of you, but I'll also be safer than trying to ask her the whole story again. It'd be worse this time. Are you ready for something like that? It sounds like a challenge. Like he doesn't believe for a minute that I would be so bold. I actually feel like a little insulted by a lack of confidence in me. Of course I'm ready for that. I love her. My outburst gets a raised eyebrow in response. Well then, good luck. Let me know how things turn out. Although he delivers his parting shots with the same smirk as usual, I actually think that the nurse wants me to succeed. I resist the urge to charge directly at Emmy's room to prove the nurse wrong. I've gone a little half-cocked before, and the results were less than stellar. If I'm gonna do this, I need to figure out exactly what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna say it. Something to think about in class. Sure enough, lunchtime rolls in. I think I'm gonna have a good idea of what to say. Let's do this. The bell rings, I grab my lunch, dash upstairs, eager to be first. I'll need to ask Rin to leave, and I'll need to...
Hi, Estelle. Sorry I wasn't able to run with you this morning. I overslept.
Somehow, both Emmy and Rin have managed to get to the roof before me. Oh, no problem. Last night was kind of draining, I guess. Emmy's expression doesn't alter in the slightest.
Have we still not read this?
No. We skipped like 5 weeks of no Emmy content.
I wonder how that happened.
It's because of my insanity.
Oh, God.
I told you there's a method to my madness.
I mean, all the best people are crazy.
Well, all of us are crazy.
We are best people.
See? Yeah, sorry about that, but I've had such a weird morning since then.
Oh, really? Amy proceeds to make small talk for the rest of the time. I can barely get a word in edgewise. I soon find myself interjecting with the sort of back and forth dialogue that seems to have defined an early relationship. I'm not gonna get anywhere on this problem during lunch, obviously. I can respect that. Emmy obviously doesn't want to accidentally pull Rin into things, and that's fine. Not that I think Rin would notice, and I can at least respect that sort of rationale. I tried a different tactic. Hey, Emmy, what are you up to after class today? I was thinking to go somewhere for dinner or something. Emmy looks genuinely remorseful.
Sorry, Sal. I promised the track captain that I'd stick around after practice and help some of the other kids with their form. It'll have to be some other time.
Yeah, sure. I'm honest, not sure what to do now. Maybe driving into things the day after would be a bad idea anyways. You might still be angry about it, and not showing it besides. If she got track team responsibility, that's fine, right? I tell myself some variation of theme the next day I wake up, run with Emmy, during which she refuses to talk with anything but run, and what she was doing the night before, and then lunch, where she sits and makes small talk until the bell rings. Her new responsibilities effectively keep me from seeing her outside of school. Maybe, just maybe, I'm letting it happen because it's safer that way. Just like the nurse said. Except, while I may be safer, it feels more like I'm wretched. Emmy doesn't look good, and I see her more anymore. Dark circles lurk under her eyes. She seems more distracted. And I can't bring myself to just ask what's wrong because the timing never seems right. I'm absolutely miserable. Is this the bad end? Oh, you know?
This should be the good one.
The good. Another lunch comes.
Hmm.
I trudge up the stairs and roots off in a condemned man. Rin is
What
up there.
scene?
Hmm? What scene is
What
this?
scene is this?
Saving throw.
I'm gonna go check that.
Rin is up there, but Emmy is not. Immediately, I'm worrying to get something happen to her. Maybe the lack of sleep made her finally collapse or something worse. Seems pretty tired after not our morning run. Maybe she fell asleep and didn't even make it to class. Hey Rin, where's Emmy? In response, I get a rather penetrated look from Rin, and something approaching a frown appears on her face.
Is that information really important?
Do you not remember this? Well, that was
Hmm?
perfect. I think so. She's usually here with you, isn't she?
I don't know. I have no way of being sure.
I can confirm that she is, in fact, usually here with you when I come up.
Well, she isn't now. Does that worry you?
Kind of.
Hmm.
That seems to end the conversation, and points becomes moot anyways, because Emmy bounds through the door with her usual energy.
Isao's kind of worried about you, Emmy. I don't think he can decide, or maybe I just don't believe him, but I think I'm going to go somewhere less awkward now.
Okay. I'm so surprised by Rin's being so suddenly forward about, well, anything is at all that I merely watch her head through the door. Emmy is similarly surprised and color is slightly crimson as she stares open-mouthed at me. It occurs to me that I should probably say something, if only to break the awkward silence that suddenly descended. It's because you weren't here yet. I was worried about it.
Why?
You're usually here, so I was worried that something had happened to you.
This isn't the first time that I've been late, you know? Did you get worried all the time, other times too?
Not really. Emmy seems slightly amused by this. I don't know why, but this kind of pisses me off.
So why was this time an exception?
Maybe it's the light, teasing tone at the question, but something in her response pushes me to an honest, though I can't help snapping at her when I say it. Because you've been worrying me since dinner at your house, that's why. Well, now that it's in the open and Emmy's eyes are wide and she looks like she wants to bolt, but she doesn't.
Ah, still in that, I see.
What do you think? What, you think I'm supposed to just forget about it? You threw me out of your house. We've been going for almost a week pretending it never happened.
I didn't see you bringing it up either, you know.
I know, and I'm sorry. That was the case. We have to address it. Or, well, just keep up the whatever it is we've got up right now. It's killing me to look at how you look at it right now. Do you know that those circles under your eyes, that distracted look at them, and I can't help worrying that I've caused it somehow.
You haven't, trust me.
Well, I haven't helped either. I kept pushing you to tell me things you aren't ready to tell me. Maybe I was wrong to try to keep getting your mother to help me out, but I've been worried about you, and I didn't know what else to do.
Well, you don't have to worry about me anymore. It's pretty clear we're not right for each other. So maybe we should just stop.
I thought you said this was...
I don't know. I didn't go through this part, okay?
Her face is twisted up as she says this. Like she doesn't want to say it, but forces herself to anyways. You don't actually want that, do you? Heck, you can barely bring yourself to say it. Anyways, if you don't keep me from worrying about you, I care too much about you just to stop on command. You don't want me to tell me what's wrong, that's fine, but I won't stop trying to help you, even if I'm standing by you.
Stop saying that!
She's shaking now, and as she looks at me, I can see she's afraid and frustrated, and a million different things all at once. I'm shaking my head slowly and take a few steps forward to her. You know what your mom told me? She told me that you'd never ask for help because you know that you're strong enough to get through anything on your own. That's not the full story, is it? Her eyes go wide and she takes a step back. Keep going because I think I've finally figured it out. Something tells me I don't get another shot if I pull off so far too long as it is. There's no harm in having someone help you, unless you're worried about needing help in the first place. You're scared, aren't you? I trail off because I don't know for certain what happens to Emmy's father, and I don't want to jump to a conclusion. Well, never mind why, but it's okay to be afraid. You've been running from it, and from me, for so long, even though you know eventually you'll have to turn around and face your fear. I'm gonna be there and help you when you do. Go be. What? I won't stop because I don't think you want me to. You can understand that sort of determination, can you? I can see I've gotten through to her, and she quickly falls back to her anger to try to push me away again.
Back in your white charger, Hisao. Gotta help the poor face her emotional problems. What do you know about me and about what I've had to face? You think 2 months of learning to walk again was fun? But I did it. And after I did that, I had to... What, you two? What do you want? Come here. Sorry, my puppers came in. They opened the door. What?
Finished?
Yeah.
Reading the thing? Okay. For a moment it seems she's going to say something else, but she cuts her off. And after that, you don't want to get to your past of your fears, Emmy. I can't fathom what you've been through, but to come through it all, it seems the sort of girl you are, well, it makes me think you have even more strength than you think. So, I'm not gonna help you because I think you need rescuing. I don't want to be a knight rescuing a damsel in distress, but even knights help each other out. You know, I want to help you, even though I know you can do it on your own. For a moment, it looks like Emmy's gonna break down completely, and she doesn't tear down her face, but she stares at me steadily.
Why are you trying so hard to help?
I'd say it because I owe you one for helping me when we first met. That wouldn't be the truth. The truth is, I want you to be happy because I love you. Can I skip this? Nope. Have I ever said that before? We've been in a relationship and I've been pretty obvious that I love her, but I'd never actually said the words.
What did you say?
I say it again, savoring the feeling of being able to say it at all. Being able to say it and mean it. Emmy seems stunned. I said I love you, Emmy. I love you. Just you, and it makes me want to stand by you, no matter what you have to face. I'm wrapped by a fierce hug, then Emmy begins sobbing against my chest.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about everything. But I'm so scared, Hisao. I'm so scared of losing you, and I love you too. But I can't lose you. I'm so sorry.
I hold her quietly, shushing her until she settles down. She steps down, a little more composed.
Will you come with me tomorrow back to my house? There are some things I need to show you, if I'm going to do this.
Of course, maybe this time we can leave together instead of separately. Emmy grinned, suddenly flashed with brightness. That seems more genuine than anything I've seen in the past week.
Yeah, maybe.
The lunch bell rings and I curse the universe's poor sense of timing. Are you free tonight? We can talk more then, right? Emmy shakes her head.
Sorry, Hisao, but I'm still helping the track team. Plus, I don't think it would be good if we talked this over tonight. I'm going to be too tired to think properly, and I want to be able to tell you everything without screwing it up. You can wait, right?
Even now, just a bit of fear in her voice. I smile and rest my hands on her shoulder. Okay, I'll be waiting. Emmy gives me a quick kiss before she heads to the stairwell.
Thanks, Hisao. See you tomorrow morning.
Wouldn't miss it. I've head down the stairs and it feels like her lips on mine, suddenly aware of how much I've missed the sensation. I have to remember to thank Rin for letting us talk to one another. Though, it's possible that she won't even realize what she's done. Still, if not her, I can doubt I never ever been able to comfort Emmy again. I guess I need more help than I realized. Tomorrow, however, I need to stand alone, though. Whatever Emmy's trying to work herself up to doing, I'll be for the task, I hope. Okay, hopefully I can skip the next part. Maybe. No? Yes?
That should be all.
Okay, let's see if I could skip it. Skip mode? Yes. Never mind. Although I can't remember the nurse warning that I might not like what she has to say, I do need to know that badly. What if it's something awful? What if it makes me repulsed by her? Can I really say that I'm prepared to handle whatever she has regardless of what it is? Emmy says she wanted to tell me without screwing up. What the hell does she mean by that? What's there to screw up? I suppose there's nothing much more to worry about, though. I can find out today if it occurs to me. It's really need to run this morning to clear my head if nothing else. Emmy is waiting for me as promised, looking a little haggard, but otherwise bright and cheerful, much more than the previous day this week.
Hisao, you're late.
I wave my hand dismissively. Nonsense, you're just early. Emmy grins back, and feels like we're finally back where we should be with one another. Except not Emmy, not just me, wants to take another step forward, although part of me worries that she'll be back until the last second. Okay, skip this. Okay, never mind.
I said I wanted you to come back to my house, remember? And I promised Mom we'd be there in time for lunch, so I wanted to hurry.
Early start, huh?
It's more for my mom's benefit than anything else.
Ah, well, that's okay. I successfully try to guess what Emmy has planned, slowly before realizing that it doesn't matter that much to me. Quickly go through the warm-up. Emmy bounces. I think we could skip this. Okay, we could skip that. And it's the end of the thing, right? Goes to the end, and we're gonna have to censor soon enough. And move censor, and that's fine. And yep. Okay, load. Remove. Yes. Next. I told you there's madness. No, this is my problem. Advice about what? I don't think there's anything I could actually do about this. Not really. I don't think there's anything to say that'll help. You never know, Hisao. No, I think we're a pretty good idea. Emmy's just being stubborn about things and it's bothering me, but I'll get over it. Don't worry about us. The nurse doesn't seem to believe me, but shrugs. Have it your way, kiddo. Open my mouth to respond to a knocking door that interrupts me.
Hey, you guys still in there?
Just a moment, Timmy. Give it a second. Get our pants back on. Okay, so we can skip that.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, the rest of the choices don't do anything.
Yep.
So you're gonna have to skip all the way to the end, which is gonna take forever.
What do I do? Just get the bad end? You know
Just go to a different choice from there, because it doesn't do anything.
Yep. So I just
Just quit and
yeah, I'm
go
just
to a
gonna
different
quit.
load.
Say load. Exit. Delete save. Next. Yes. Got a minute. I have other things to worry about. Actually, I've got other things I need to do. Yeah? Oh well. I just wanted to get some feedback on the science club for you, but we can do that later, I guess. Until your break, you hear. Thanks, I will. I really love to chat with Muto, but I have other things on my mind. Specifically what to do with Emmy. Can I really just confront her? Why is it so loud? It's really loud for no reason. There you go.
I told you I'm magic.
The question keeps spinning in my head after I made it back to my room. What if she gets angry about it? Besides, what if it's nothing? If I go to refuse leave, tells me there's nothing wrong, won't that come off as clingy? I don't want to start a fire or anything, just over this. Maybe I should just drop the matter and see tomorrow before I do anything. What should I do? Would it let go? Skip mode. Okay. Is everything the same now?
Mm-hmm.
Was there a scene? I think it's going on here.
It's the bad ending. It's just the bad ending.
Okay, the bad ending is happening, and nope, it just comes back to nurse. Never mind. We're actually going to the house, and wow, we skipped quite a lot of things.
Hmm.
We skipped the nurse's conversation. Oh, we go directly to her instead of going with her mother.
I'm lonely.
Oh.
Yeah. You just get the bad ending.
Oh.
Alan, help me.
Depending upon
What's
what
wrong?
you do here with Misha.
Okay, and then we downplay the issue or give her...
It doesn't matter, because
Okay.
you just get the good ending or the bad ending, so
Okay.
you can move on.
Okay, now we
to
just...
going back and not wasting time.
Load. Exit. Yes. Oh, nope. Load. Remove. Yes. Yes. Let it rest. Well, she's probably fine. I imagine she'd say something if there was a problem. Heck, she'd probably get more annoyed if I bring it up.
Now, really, I need to get going. Your attempts to keep me around are doomed to fail.
Of course. Just prolonging a goodbye, I suppose. Another grin lines up Amy's face. Also, Jungle says...
You can quit here. Jungle says,
I'm lonely, help me. Alright, let's
hi,
just
Jungle.
load. Move this. Yes.
You want to join the Discord and sit in silence with Me.
Keep quiet. Just sit in silence. I mean, what? Come to think of it, she's looking rather to be alone right now. I decided to keep my offer as well. Oh, can I skip this? Oh, yes I can. Oh,
Then you
just,
can just
just
quit.
text.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright, yep. Load. Just getting all the things. Clicking all the things. Yes.
Okay at Angela.
He said okay at Angela.
Did I actually put him in here?
If you want. Only if you want. I let Emmy go at her own pace, and she doesn't show any mercy, putting half the lap ahead of me in an instant. I don't blame her. I mean, it's not as if I'm really putting my own sort of real fight out here, is it? Instead, I just keep running at a steady pace, which is what I should be doing, right? There's no need to push my limits at this stage of this game. God, is this even worth it? As we finish the second lap, I break off again. Emmy keeps going, and it seems like she's disappointed. Well, that's stupid. I don't have anything to prove to her, come to think of it. I've got nothing to prove to myself either. I'm just fine the way I am. And what, I'm not a runner. That was probably a bad idea. Maybe there's something else I could do instead of this. Getting up early sucks anyways. It's got some other way of keeping healthy. Walk maybe, afternoon walks. Yeah, that sounds good. Running isn't for me. I wait to Emmy and head back to my room. I'll think of something else later. We have drifted from the path. Oh man, that's hilarious. Like, sit there quietly, like, good boy. Back to my room, the first thing I see is a familiar row of medication bottles lined at the bottom of a dresser. And this makes me depressed as usual. It's annoying, I thought it was okay. I thought I made peace with this, gotten over it. Can I skip this? No, I can't. But what I really did, I allowed myself to forget that I have a problem. Being here really reminds me of the reality of trying to fight against it. It really just hurts. Reflecting on it only goes to do so much. I've done this before for months. It seems it's the only time to get over it. If I allow myself to forget, my life is definitely not going to be as long as those of the others. I don't get anywhere. My life may be different from others, but it's a life in progress. That's how I rationale it. I down the useful handful of pills, trying to push the sudden dreary feeling out of my head when I prepare to head out from my class early as usual. As I step into the hallway, I notice Kenji coming out from the back hallway corner, steadily making his way out the corner. Can I skip this? No, I cannot. He sneaks past me soundlessly like a ninja hiding in his plain sight. I call out to him.
Of course, as soon as you go back to Act 1, you get Kenji's route. This is Kenji's route.
Oh. Hey. He jumps out the sound of my voice.
Oh, hey man, I didn't notice you there. I'm really tired.
I think it's
I'll
more...
be back.
Okay.
You're my character. Just voice him.
Okay. I think it's more like he didn't see me, but that's not the issue. Where have you been this early? Shopping?
Nah, I wasn't shopping. Sometimes I just visit. The math teacher. Yeah, I figured it'd be a good idea to find out what the next exam is since he tells you in advance if you want.
So then, what's in the bag?
I thought I'd go shopping while I was outside. I need supplies to continue the fight against the vast feminist conspiracy.
Okay. I thought you wouldn't go outside.
I wear a hat now.
I decide there's no point to what that he was not wearing a hat. An awkward silence settles between us, then Kenji breaks it by pushing his door open slowly, releasing a creaking sound in the air that only makes the moment seem more awkward. He sets the bag down inside the room, and then closes the door.
I'm surprised you went out the way to find out test date. Trying to take advantage of an opportunity to study pretty diligent. I never study.
Oh.
I just wanted to know what the next test was. I just still wanted to take a... Duh, I need to know what I just... The day I can afford to skip class, he usually sends out updates and craps on my phone, so I just step in and check up on it.
And why do I have to go out when you can just get it on your phone?
I don't carry a phone.
What do you mean you don't carry a phone? You mean you just leave it at home?
Nah, I don't use phones. I don't have a phone. I have no phone.
Why Don't you have a phone? How could you not have a phone? No phone at all? No phone?
I just don't like phones. Actually, I'm kind of scared of them. I don't know why. I think it's some kind of repressed trauma. Yeah, but basically, when I hear a phone, I get nervous. It's my darkest secret. I have two theories on it. Either I have some fear of receiving some kind of undefined, ominous, life-threatening doom call, or I was being with a phone in the past, being so badly I can't remember it.
Beaten in the head?
Well, what else would it be? A beating with a phone. What would have made unable to remember it? The ass?
Unexpectedly logical. I feel very depressed now. Sensing the conversation is more or less over, Kenji opens the door again and prepares to head inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep, dude. Have a good one.
Class is gonna start in like 20 minutes.
I already did something today. Too tired to go to school. Hey, you need some lip balm? I actually brought two because I thought the store had already selling individual AA batteries.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Whatever, man.
He swiftly enters the lair, finally letting me go to class. For a change, I'm not among the first ones to the morning class. Instead, almost everyone seems to be here already. I recognize almost my class in their faces by now, although the names escape me still. The class goes by lazily, and I think I'm starting to get into the rhythm of the school. Can I skip this? Yes. Cough,
Are you
cough.
still skipping? Oh, I thought you were still skipping. Hisao! Oh, I'm at my throat. I'm gonna make you one time only extra special lunch hour. Emmy's homemade lunchboxes. And the privilege of enjoying them in private with two bombshell beauties.
Chevrolet flirtatious sales pitch echoes the hallways, a remarkable feat since it's full of people. Amy strikes a very confident-looking pose, as though an attempt to one-up her own ridiculous puffing of her modesty chest, and makes a V with a sign of victory in her hand. Sounds delicious, too. What do I owe the honor of being invited?
You sit there looking really lost and sad, so I thought you could use company.
That's probably the most depressing reason imaginable.
So what about it? You probably really would eat that awful cafeteria food all alone
Okay, so I gotta go.
Oh?
So, do whatever you want. If you want to keep going, whoever decides to voice like Hanako and Lily if they show up, good luck with that English accent situation.
Oh god. I'm gonna die.
I'm just gonna end it.
You can do whatever you want. Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna end it. I'm just gonna save here.
Okay. Just yay.
I don't have to do the accent.
Yes.
Hey, I feel like at some point I should just like in the middle of the day just call you and just be like, today we're going to teach Allie how to do an English accent.
No, or you in pool, or it's like I'm sick.
Let's put that image up. I'm sick.
No.
I'm a way of
Why did
censoring
Melanie
things.
say no?
Yeah, Melanie said no.
Oh, that's on my server. Okay, I'm like, oh, that just came in at a really random time.
Wait, what happened?
Hello.
Hello.
You lied to me.
What?
You lied to me.
What did I lie? What?
Told me you sound like Kermit. That's the opposite of Kermit.
No, it's his new voice. That's his new voice.
I wish I was a voice actor, otherwise I would do it.
Hey, I suck at all voices. I do. I'm a
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
what? What?
Hmm.
What?
Nothing.
Talking shit over there.
Alright,
Uh,
I'm stopping.